Hi guys, it's Wombat, and today I'm gonna talk about something that I normally doesn't talk about that much except when we do streams. I frequently get the question, which map mod is the best map mod out there? And I've been thinking a lot about that lately, and I've come to the conclusion that the best map mod out there doesn't exist. So here is my idea of what the best map mod out there would look like if I knew anything about maps. Or at least about how to create them. And I think this is what the best map mod looks like. It's an island. It doesn't necessarily have to be an island, but wherever it is located, it needs to be located close to the sea. It needs to, as in this case, have a huge crater in the middle and large mountain sides up to the crater. There doesn't need to be a lake in the middle like there is on this map here, but it definitely needs to be on the 1:1 scale. Now, some of you might think that what I need or want is a fictional map, and fact is, no. It is a non-fictional fiction map, because the roads I want to use very much exist in real life. And I'm gonna go through all those roads, but before I do, I want to show you the cities. Now, this map has a city in the crater, and that is crucial for this map to work. So you have this city, and you also have an additional 4 cities. And these 4 additional cities are located outside the crater, but also on the coast. Which means that to get from the city in the middle, you have to climb up the hillside, climb down on the other side, and then take a coastal road into the cities on the outside of the crater. So my idea here is that there are 4 roads going out from the city in the middle there to north, east, west and south of the crater, and from there you gotta climb, because it wouldn't be much fun if we couldn't make it out of the crater. But first we're gonna take a look at what 4 roads I want to use here. The first road is Seward Highway in Alaska, USA. It is about 201 kilometers long, going from Seward to Anchorage. And I think the entire 201 kilometers fits inside this crater. That gives you an idea of how huge this island is. It fits right inside there, and there is a lake inside the crater as well, so I think this one would be a very beautiful road to add to the most beautiful map ever created. The next road inside the crater is the New Zealand State Highway 94, aka Milford Road on New Zealand. It is a road that is approximately 254 kilometers long, and I think this is a very, very beautiful road, and it definitely needs to be part of the greatest map mod ever created, if that map mod is ever created. So this is the second of the 4 roads I suggest should be inside the crater. The next one is a bit tricky. It's the M56 Kolyma highway in Russia. And I think that perhaps the best part to replicate here, because you can't replicate the entire road, it is 2,000 kilometers long. I think the best thing to do here is to just add the R504 Kolyma highway, and maybe then just a part of it. But this road is just bonkers and very, very challenging for anyone trying to haul on difficult roads, to say the least. This road is insane. just like the next one that also happens to be a Russian road. And of course that road would be the BAM road, aka Baikal-Amur main line, which is also way too long to make it onto, or at least in its entirety, make it onto this map. It is 4,324 kilometers long, even though the BAM only runs for about 600 to 800 kilometers in total, parallel to the Trans-Siberian Railway. And yeah, it's not that much of a road, it's more like a trail. You know, this one might be so difficult that you can't make it with a truck, but I'll get to that in a bit. I just want to say I really think the best map in the world should have at least some parts of BAM included on it. So there you have the 4 roads that leads into the mountains. Now it's time to take 4 climbs up the mountainsides to the top of the crater. And the 4 roads that I'm suggesting you should add, if you choose to accept the challenge and make this map, are the following 4. And yes, this is Norway. It is Trollstigen, which is part of the Norwegian country road 63 that connects Åndalsnes in Roma and the village of Valldal in Norddal municipality. It is a very, very popular road with a steep incline of 10% and 11 hairpins bent up the steep mountainside. This road is, if I remember correctly, this road is only 104 kilometers long, but it's a pretty long climb to complete, and of course with views like this, can you imagine going up the side of the crater on a road like this? Of course I want this to be part of the greatest map ever created. And with its 104 kilometers, the Trollstigen is probably the longest road we have climbing up the mountain on any side on this map. And of course the mountains on the different sides of the crater doesn't have to be as high all over. Trollstigen, yeah, that's a 104 kilometer road. The next one here is Sa Culebra road on Mallorca in Spain, and that is only 13 kilometers in length, but it's again a beautiful road, beautiful views, and in this case we're looking at the video where you go down the mountain instead of up the mountain. That's okay, but here you have it. This is the second of the 4 climbs up the crater that I suggest for this map. I think the next one here works very well together with the BAM road. It is the La Carretera de los Yungas in Bolivia. This is one of the most dangerous roads in the world. It is only 69 kilometers long, but what a climb and what a road. Going from the BAM road onto this one, yeah, it's a perfect match, isn't it? So this is the third of the 4 roads climbing up from the crater. The last one is a French road, Col de Chaussy in France, only 14 kilometers in length, but again the mountain sides doesn't have to be equally high on each side of the crater anyway, so this one here, very, very beautiful, great climb, lots of hairpins, perfect for this map. And what comes up must come down, so of course the next step is the 4 roads leading down from the crater top, the mountains. And my suggestions for these 4 roads are the following. And the first one is the Cetinje Kotor road in Montenegro. 38 kilometers of hairpins, narrow roads, just beautiful. Like the next one on the list, which is the Tianmen Winding Mountain Road in China. And this road is the smallest one of all the mountain climbing roads that we are using here. There are 8 in total, and this is the smallest one, only 11 kilometers long, but as you can see, very narrow, lots of turns and hairpins. Just a very, very exciting road to haul on, I imagine. The next one on the list is probably one of the 5 most well-known roads in the world, and it's by many called the most beautiful road ever created. It's the Transfăgărășan Highway in Romania. 90 kilometers in total, just beautiful. Again, we're going uphill, but never mind that. This road looks fantastic anyway, and I've been fortunate enough to haul on this road on the Transfăgărășan map that came out. I think it's got to be about a year ago, and that is already on the 1-to-1 scale. Of course, the road itself, great. The landscape surrounding that map, not so great. Hopefully someone will be able to create this map and this one in on the 1-to-1 scale, making it look as beautiful as it looks here. The last decline road shouldn't be a stranger to any of you, that one either. It's the Stelvio Pass in Italy, 24 kilometers in length, and like most of the others, narrow, full of hairpins and bends, just incredible. So hopefully this one will be included, and then you have 8 of the most magnificent roads in the world on one map, on the 1-to-1 scale as well, I might add. So as I mentioned earlier, the BAM road, being just an example, might be too difficult to actually haul on, and for that reason I've created a circle of 4 roads on the top of the crater, connecting these 4 or 8 very famous roads climbing up and down the hill. And the 4 roads that I suggest are used for this top of the mountain roads are the following. The first one is another Norwegian road. It's difficult not to implement Norwegian roads on the best map ever created. Gamle Strynefjellsveien in Norway, 27 kilometers long. There is a lot of climbing here, but you also get to drive a lot on the top of the mountains, so there's that. And as you can see, it's just beautiful. This one has to be part of the map. The next one is the Icefields Parkway in Alberta, Canada. 232 kilometers in length, make it the longest of the 4 roads I suggest you use on the top of the crater. Beautiful road, probably the easiest of all the 4 roads that I'm using here to haul on, but it is way too beautiful to not include on the best map ever created. The next one on the list is a very, very special one. It is not one road it is a number of roads that I feel should be connected to each other. I can't really pronounce these names because these are Chinese roads. They are the Guoliang Tunnel, Kunshan Tunnel, Huilong Hanging Tunnel, Yingdi Village Hanging Tunnel, Hongti Pass Tunnel, and all of them are located in the Henan province in China. The total length of these roads are only 14 kilometers, but as you can see, they have to be included. They are just insane. So yeah, there's that. Can you imagine a map with roads like these? It's probably gonna be very challenging creating this. I understand that. But going from BAM, getting on top of the mountain and then doing this road, the wonderful pain of hauling just goes on and goes on until you reach the end of this road. And so the last road on the top of the mountain is Sognefjellet. Again, Norway. Again, how can I not include a beautiful road as this? Welcome to Norway, what can I say? It is 108 kilometers of just pure beauty. Narrow roads, tarmac, gravel, hairpins. You have everything on this piece of road here. So, of course, it needs to be part of the best map ever created. And then we have the last part of the road system here. It's the 4 roads leading from the outside of the crater to the 4 cities found on the coast of the island. And my suggestions for roads in this case are as follows. The first one is the Chapman's Peak Drive in South Africa. It is only 9 kilometers in length, but as you can see, it's a beautiful coastal road, and of course we need to include that. Next up is the Amalfi Coast Drive in Italy. 80 kilometers of, again, just beautiful, beautiful roads and views. Needs to be included, and I think this is one of the, again, best roads in the world. A lot of curves, hairpins, narrow roads, everything that makes hauling a pain, which I like. Then we have the Great Ocean Road in Victoria, Australia. 240 kilometers in length. Probably not as difficult as many of the other roads here, but as you can see, beautiful coastal road, just what we need for this map. And to complete the map, we then have a road that actually exists on ATS. It's the Pacific Coast Highway 1 road in the United States. 1055 kilometers in length. I think the island can be built so that this road fits in there. We've all been down this road on ATS, and it's very, very beautiful, of course, but having it in the on the 1:1 scale instead makes it so much more enjoyable. So that completes the list of roads. Now there's one thing I haven't talked specifically about today, and that is the cities. And to be honest, I don't care. There needs to be 5 cities. I need to be able to pick up cargo in those cities and transport that to one of the other cities. But the size of the cities, the names of the cities, I really don't care. I'm not here to haul in cities. I'm here to haul on these roads. So these cities, yeah, it would be great if they are beautiful and huge, like, I don't know, Beijing and Mexico City. New York, what do I know? But they don't really have to be things that exist in real life. I'm only in it for the roads. So, if there is someone out there quick as Arias, a painter like my godness, just naming 2 people there randomly, who are willing to pick up the challenge and create this map, I'm gonna be your biggest fan and supporter of all times. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life holding on this map, I think, if someone creates it and makes it as stunning as these roads are in real life. So again, here are the roads that I suggest we add to this map, or that you, whoever creates this map, adds. And let me know in the comments what you think. Did I choose the right road, so to speak? Do you want to see some other roads in here? If you do, which road should we remove? Let me know what you think about the entire thing in the comments. So, with that said, thank you very, very much for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. Until next time, take care everyone. Bye bye.